guys, Cassandra here, aka the Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com. Make sure this signs up that you can hear me. There's no X on the whatever it is that you are watching this on. I am coming live with you today with a quick message. First of all, this is a Facebook Live, so if you enjoyed the intro video I did and this little heart logo that I have on here and this cool nifty thing up here, all of this is live, guys. And if you want to learn how to do it for your Facebook Live so that you can build, engage, and sell your audience if you're an entrepreneur, and even if you're a musician, you're selling yourself, right? Your music. So if you want to learn how to do that with your audience, be sure to go to this link right here and get the same training that I purchased and am using in this video today. So this video is actually not trying to get you to buy this training when you, even though it's freaking amazing. I'm actually here to share with you a really cool way that I was able to get 21 leads in less than 30 days with 3 simple steps. Let me go ahead and show you. All right, so again, we're here with this, wow, 3 steps to get 21 leads in less than 30 days. And the first step is learn. You have to be constantly learning, growing, and building your business. There's no way that you can do so without doing that. There isn't. Step 2, implement what you learn or do what you learn. So if you are, if you go to that link above and get that training, when you're learning how to use the same system I am to create all this cool stuff, implement it, do it, create the things that you want to do. Like, for example, I learned how to easily create an intro scene with this software that I'm using, right? And I implemented that. The next step is step 3, which is teach. Teach people what you're learning. You are going to attract your tribe when you share things that you're passionate about, that you enjoy, that maybe it might be helpful for somebody else. Whatever that case may be, you have to teach it. Get on a Facebook Live and share what it is that you're learning with your friends and family. Are you doing personal development? Create a video and say, hey, this is what I learned today. This is what I was reading. Teach it. People will be attracted to you because they're like, man, I really like that stuff. I want to learn more from that person. It's all a part of the law of attraction, my friends. So next up, the big thing about this is that a lot of people tend to get stuck in analysis paralysis, whether they are, making some judgment about the person doing the video, or whether you are just like, oh man, this stuff is so cool. I want to learn all of it right now. We all get that way, right? Especially as entrepreneurs, we want to learn everything right now and get everything done right now. But sometimes you're limited on time. Maybe you only have 2 hours a day to devote to growing your business. Whatever the case may be, you have to be master of your own time in order to figure all that stuff out, right? So don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Don't get stuck in that learning mode, right? So here's some suggestions to overcome getting stuck in learning mode. First of all, you've got to have a big vision. There's nothing else that you need really aside from doing it other than to get a vision. Are you an entrepreneur who wants to help other entrepreneurs, build their business online? What is your vision? Are you trying to build a business or a lifestyle where you no longer have to worry about money, where your children's future children never have to worry about money? Are you wanting to build an orphanage? What is it that builds that fire in you? What is it that gets you out of bed in the morning, that makes you, not happy to go to bed at night because you were just so passionate about it? What is it that you want to create for yourself? Because let's face it, if you know who Dr. Joe Dispenza is, and if you don't, please go check him out. You already understand that your future is waiting for you. You have to attract it. You have to create your vision. You have to be focused on it and put yourself emotionally into that future state if you want to attract it. And then, of course, you have to take action steps in order to achieve that which you vision, right? So next thing, schedule time daily to build your business. Now, I am not a tax professional. However, I have been told that the minimum IRS time that they think is for business stuff is 10 hours a week. That's 2 hours a day on the weekdays, guys. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, you already know that 2 hours a day probably isn't enough. But for most people who are home business entrepreneurs, MLM, multi-level marketing, network marketing, those people, they also have a full-time job. Maybe they only have 2 hours a day, if that, especially if they've got kids, to build their dream. So you have to schedule it daily, because if you don't schedule something, it's not going to get done. You have a friend who's got a party. Well, if you don't put it on your calendar, you're probably going to forget, right? So you have to schedule this if you want to be successful in your business. Next thing, create a DMO, or a daily mode of operation. Now, I have tried several different DMOs before, and some of them work for me and some of them don't, but hey guys, thanks for watching. These daily DMOs, they can change on a daily basis. You don't have to do the same things every day. At the start of your week, figure out what you want to accomplish that week, and then set up your days in such a way that you create that. Do you want to create 5 image photos and 1 blog post and, this, that, and the other? Put it in your DMO, put it in your DWO, your daily weekly mode of operation, right? But put it in there so you know what you want to accomplish, and you have some goals, some pieces to know your milestones, so that you know where you were and where you have gone to. All right. So an overview of your potential DMO, right? 10 minutes of meditation on your vision daily. Every day you should meditate on your vision. Put yourself in that state, in that future where you have that which you desire, where you are giving more of yourself, and you have the time and the money to follow your dreams and your passions and to help other people and everything that is in your vision. Meditate on that. Take that time out of your day to wind down, to get your brain in I think it's the theta wave state, because it might be a different one, but most people are always having their brain active. They never give it a chance to calm down and get what it needs to be done. So meditation is key, guys. Spend 10 minutes a day, no less, on your meditation, on your vision every day. Do it in the morning so that you have something to focus on throughout the day, because let's face it, days can be very stressful, right? So 15 minutes of personal growth, whether you're listening to an audiobook or reading one, or you watch some show that's going to grow you and not just, be entertaining, right? You have to be growing, whether you're learning about your business or social media or marketing, whether you're learning how to be a better leader, a better, whatever it is that you want to grow in. Take time to do this. You can easily do this on your car ride to work. It doesn't really have to take time out of your day to do it, but it's essential that you do this part of your DMO. So an hour of learning. Now, let me back up just a second. This DMO is for people who have 4 hours a day, but I'm going to give you a really cool pointer on how to minimize this and still get some great results. So 1 hour of learning. You must, again, be learning. Whatever it is that you're wanting to grow in your business, if you have let's say you've got a home business in health and wellness, what are you learning so that you can create content and value for your target market? Are you learning how these essential oils work together to help alleviate, headaches? If you're learning this, create content, right? Create that for your market, so that you are utilizing attraction marketing. So you've got an hour of learning, you've got an hour of implementation, also known as execution. This should include 1 blog post a week, because if you have been watching me for any length of time, you already know that I'm a firm believer in the fact that you must have your own online real estate. And this is a blog. Now, there's plenty of free ones out there, and I'm not going to get into all that tonight, but you must be blogging, because this allows you to be found on Google better. It allows you to be have a place of your own where it's the central location of all of your great, valuable content, right? So be creating at least 1 blog post a week, and it doesn't even have to be your own stuff, right? If you are watching people like Ray Higdon or Todd Falcone or Les Brown or Tony Robbins, you can take their YouTube videos and put them on your blog. Simple. And then the next step is 2 hours of building relationships, whether this is networking, connecting with new people, prospecting, recruiting, sharing lead magnets that you've created. You have to be getting new blood into your marketing funnel if you want to grow your business. Otherwise, you're just creating content for nobody, right? Now, like I said before, this is how you do it. If you only have 2 hours a day, half everything except the vision and the personal development. Those you need to keep. But, do 30 minutes of learning. While you're doing that, take notes. Set it down to 30 minutes of implementation. Use your phone to time yourself, guys. If you don't time yourself, you will lose track of time. So again, if you don't have 4 hours a day, cut it down to 2, right? And another suggestion, if you really want to go for it and you just don't have that time, wake up an hour earlier, go to bed an hour later. Find the time somewhere in the day to do 15-minute segments, 30-minute segments to do and complete whatever it is you need. Don't let excuses stop you from achieving your dream. Just don't. So how exactly does all this tie in with lead generation? Well, pretty easy. Take this example with only 2 hours a day, which is what I do at least I do my best on a regular basis, right? Again, 10 minutes of vision, 15 minutes of personal development. So let's say you purchase this really cool product that will help you build, engage, and sell your audience, right? You've found this out. It's got some really cool content. And so, and for example, the link above in the thing that's showing up there, we didn't go to that link. This is one that I'm actually implementing with you right now. So you've purchased this product. And the next thing you do, you spend 30 minutes a day watching the modules and taking notes and creating content so that you can share it with your target market. Spend 5 minutes creating a Facebook Live video. Facebook loves it when you use Facebook stuff. This link above is actually training on how to utilize Facebook Live, like I said earlier, to build, engage, and sell your audience. So create a 5-minute Facebook Live video. You will reach so many more people if you create this, because Facebook puts a lot of juice into it and more push into your edge rank because you're using Facebook Live. You're able to interact with people. Now, unfortunately, I can't see your interactions, so like my video if you're here. I have to switch over to my phone to see that because I only have one monitor. So, like I said, create that Facebook Live video teaching what you've learned, because again, you are trying to attract people, your target market, to you, right? So when you're creating this video of content that they want, they're going to come to you. They're going to like your stuff. They're going to, subscribe to your channel and like your page and all this kind of stuff. So create content from what you're learning. Implement, right? Learn and implement. Upload this video to YouTube or your blog or both. I upload most of my trainings to YouTube, and then I put that YouTube video on my blog. And then create a lead generation funnel with that video. Now, I'm not going to go exactly into that in this video for what I use. However, if you do want to know what I use, like this post or leave a comment down below, and I will definitely be sure to send you that training. So again, whatever system you use, whether it's ClickFunnels or MLSP or Empower Network or whatever companies are out there that create lead generation funnels, use that content you've already created that you learned from and put it in this lead generation funnel, right? Okay. So once you've done that, you can then back on your Facebook page, right? At some point you can buffer it or Hootsuite it or whatever. You can post an image that is relatable to whatever content you're trying to have a lead generation for. And say, hey, put a comment down below if you want this, or even put the link in there if you want. It might not be seen as much because Facebook doesn't like it when you take people off of it. But then, you spend the rest of your day networking, marketing, sharing this new lead generation that you've just created, and just a lot of really cool stuff. There's so much opportunity out there, guys. Now, one thing I did want to share with you, and I was going to try and do a side sync so you could see my phone, but apparently the software that I'm using blacks it out, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But basically, when you're on your phone, if you I don't know if you can see this. Let me give me 1 second, and I will go over to the screen here. Can you guys see that? Oh, cool. Yeah, you can. Okay. So if you were to go to, let's say one of your pages, right? So I'm going to my profile. Yep. When it comes up, going to my profile, and I'm going to my page when it comes up. Sorry guys, I did not have this prepared. Okay, well, whenever it decides to come up, when a post is on the page, there's a little, there it is. There's a little down arrow for each post, and when you click on the, or when you tap on that post, so for example, let's say I wanted to share this live video right now, right? That we're doing right here, right? So you can click that down arrow. Let's do it this way. The down arrow right here. And then it'll bring up some options, and there's a copy link right here. So I copy that link, and then I go into an app on my phone called Color Notes, and it brings up all my notes. And then what I'll do is I'll create just a little text option, right? And then I will paste that link into my note, right? And then I'll do the copy for it. I'll write whatever I want or need to with it. Now, I would change the M to a www instead. So you see that? m.facebook.com. Change that to www. And then you can actually, this is an option if you're not actually at your computer. You can do the same thing if you're on your desktop, but I'm just showing you a way to do it from your phone. So when you share that to your timeline, not your page, but your timeline, right? So if you went back to your Facebook account, by the way, like this post, put some love. Yeah, right? Have that come across. When you go to your page and you want to post something, where's my posts? I know they exist. Anyway, you'll paste it just like that, and then you'll save it, and it puts the preview already for you. So you can use that same idea and put it into groups. Just be sure to, once the preview shows up, get rid of the URL. And it looks like all you've done is shared a post from your page when you've actually copied and pasted that link of that post into groups. Now, I would not do more than 10 groups in 2 hours. So be sure that when you do your groups that you put like a timer on your phone for 2 hours so that you're consistent. And then there you go. And that's the biggest factor of me getting those 21 leads in less than 30 days, was simply sharing a lead generation funnel that either I created or that one of my tools already had for me. And I shared it with people that I thought it would be beneficial for. So it's pretty simple, guys. So now, what has all this done for you? If you've watched your videos and you've taught people and you've created your funnel, what are some of the things that has this done for you? You've gotten lit. You've learned, you've implemented, and you've taught, right? Learn, do, teach. Learn, implement, teach. You have created a lead magnet. This is something that you can use forever. You can repurpose it. You can do so much with it. You can tweak this lead magnet later and make it better, right? Again, you've created content. You have attracted people to you. You have done things that honestly most entrepreneurs don't do. You know, I felt like this was not true because I've just been doing it for so long, and I know so many other online marketers and bloggers. But honestly, once you start talking with some of these people, they haven't done it, whether they've been afraid to get on video or they thought that, you know, nobody wanted to hear them. They have all these fears that were just holding them back, right? But if you do this, if you learn, do, and teach, you are making yourself an authority in whatever market you're working in, okay? So again, you've created a lead generation funnel to have more people who are interested in you. Give them their information. You've got emails. You could get phone numbers. You know, they want to hear more from you. Isn't that awesome? So you've also, again, begun building that list of potential clients. Anybody who decides that they want to give information to you, you know, whether they like your page and they put in their name and email, they want more information from you. You have attracted them based off of who you are, based on the content that you're providing, and just your heart, right? So So if you're ready for more, head on over to my blog. I give other trainings like this as often as I can because I do follow this learn, do, teach, learn, implement, teach strategy just because that's what every successful entrepreneur has ever said to me, ever. So seriously, guys, if you want to learn how to build your following and, you know, engage them and sell to them, This is going to teach you how to do it with Facebook Live with all these cool little features that you've seen throughout today's live video. And it's just awesome. So, and again, connect with me. If you're on Facebook, please like my page so you can get more information. And I think there should be a live button somewhere for you to be subscribed to. If you're on my YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're on my blog, subscribe to my mailing list. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am going to go ahead and end this now. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you got value from this, please like or love this post. Share it if you think someone should hear it today. And leave a comment down below if you would like the information that I talk about in the description box. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.